So everything seems that is working pretty golden here with the fucking new headers. It barely misses this fucking shaft, but it's pretty much as tight as the other ones were. Probably a little bit better because the other ones have been bashed to fit and this one's fit pretty good without having to fuck with them. The only thing that the temperature sensor that was here is gonna interfere with this shit, and I don't really want to cut it, so I'm gonna buy a flush plug so I can run that. And I think I want to run the temperature sensor out of either this one or one of these. Also, there's no fucking controls for like the heater or anything, so having the heater connected is just problematic. Probably we should just shave that shit off, because if there was ever like a overheater. Had to replace the fucking master cylinder and the rubber brake line on this side. But apparently has brakes again. I almost ate it the other day because with a single master cylinder, once it goes out and you're done. It won't even pump. But yeah. Limped it home. Didn't die. She's a good old girl. Man, this fucking car would never let me down. I would drive this shit across Texas. Sleep in it. Fucking all sorts of shit. So the ignition fucking switch is broken. So I've been starting it with this fucking yellow wiring. So I gotta sort that out. And then, yeah. She's idling. 421 Pontiac block. Has some fucking blow by already, and it's an old ass engine. But she going. Sometimes I feel like selling the 421 to somebody that has a GTO and then just putting like LS in this bitch, because I don't really give a fuck about originality or anything, you know what I'm saying? They send us home at my other job because it's raining, and then I can't weld here because it's raining, so, or do fiberglass, or want water in any of the fucking engines. Honestly, fuck rain. But I mean, you would think it's gonna get fresher because it rained, but it's gonna suck right now when all the fucking sun starts boiling. All the water is gonna be humid as shit. This bitch zippers open and shit. Recording, this fucking pig pulled me over. This thing runs pretty good for what been sitting here for all this time. We'll do some of the body work, but also I need to move it the fuck out the way because I'm gonna pull that little 51 out today. Not the kind of shit I want to be doing right now, but I had to come cannibalize my 46 here because there's no near future for that, and I need this to test out that 51. All the brake lines on it are rusted, and I couldn't find the right thread for the old school line, and this thing had it in there somewhere. So I gotta put this end here. Ponle pelos. This little end here, and then I gotta fucking put the little machine so I can make the beveled flare, and then I can plumb it to the fucking. This truck had a fucking proportioning valve midway through brake system, and then one of the ends was plugged off, and it was leaking fluid from there. So I'm like, damn, I'm already running the double master. I'm just gonna run the auxiliary one to that, and hopefully I can get brakes. I already connected the shift linkage this morning, and then drive it. Running hello fucking fiberglass, Lord of the Wilds, sand, bomb. This thing has a whole lot of bodywork to primal, but whatever. That big ass hole in this hole is the main thing. And these, just for like a sales point of view, they look the most structural. And like, gotta cover that shit, doesn't look like it's made out of cement. Of course, the wiring is fucking garbage. It looks like I did it in 1983. I'm just letting it chill, full of fluid, so it can like a little bit of self-gravity feed before I get into the whole being annoyed at bleeding that bitch. Also got this new switch, which I don't know if I'm gonna use for this today or for the Stewed. I got the Stewed cap mounted right now, made the rear cap mounts. I didn't really record anything because I'm fucking fed up. Just playing, but kind of. Anyway, I have the front and rear of the cab mounted. I think I need to loosen the front ones and give it a little fucking adjustment. But this is pretty close. I'm almost done here with the floor structure. I gotta do some fucking finishing patches on that side. I got brakes. I got shifter mechanism. I got to do the wiring. I'm gonna have to pull that switch, which has a key and it looks pretty universal, so I might use that one. Not to spend any more money on this hoe. But she's closer than yesterday. Anyway, I've grown so much going out of my way to use the actual or close to the color coding. So I'm running purple, red from the starter, red to the fucking power to the whole truck coming from the battery, and purple or blue, whatever, is starter trigger, and the yellow is ignition. Should be pretty easy. I gotta run a charging wire to a different alternator, and this one won't work. For the two-way, the more modern 70s one, so I can run a tractor bulb and then just have my charging system simple as fuck. It should be pretty simple. I've got pedal on the brakes. I think this motherfucker's leaking though, I don't know. And this is the flare that I kept factory from the lines that I had found. And this is the flare that I made. It's not even leaking or anything, so I have to cut it open and fuck with it. Got the throttle, got the fucking shifter, got the brakes. This fucking switch that I bought from AutoZone was bullshit. It stays stuck on crank, so I'm gonna have to go return it. This is the fucking box. Just waiting for it to idle up. Fucking with a little idle here on the car. I don't want it to be idled all crazy and shit. it. This is where I try to drive it. The brakes is still not shit. That's a big ass leak or some shit. Just trying to pump them up so I can go around the fucking block row here. Your mom's a hoe if you thought I couldn't do it. Oh, there is shifted to fucking second gear. I'm letting it go really smoothly because I don't know what the fuck's up with this transmission. I probably have a flat tire now. Gotta go back and feel it. Big drive shaft too. I don't think they ever wrote this after they fucking body swapped it or whatever. I think it was just a pending project because I had to do pretty much everything. Shifter, brakes, you name it. Okay, yeah, the brakes work, but you have to pump it like 20,000 times. So that's good. Just gotta fucking probably bleed more. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to drive this shit and record and not get hit by cars. It was gonna be easier, like just get the motor started. Nah, yeah, I needed everything. OBS. Now I don't know if I should buy the windows and do all that or just sell it. I don't know. They're cool, but everybody and their mother has one of these cars, and they're really popular, and they're like more like oddball cars and shit. So we'll see. For sure, we're gonna sell a square. Short box. Short box. What is this? Torino or some other Plymouth? Sacrilegious. I own the right motor for this car. Damn, this bitch is bad. This bitch is badass. So say shifter and everything. Damn, look at this bitch is badass. So I went to a fucking swap and I found these motherfuckers cheap. And I just so happened to need 14s, because these are 14s. I have a few 15s everywhere floating around and shit, but what? Boom, they're 13s. The fucking I guess I didn't record that day that we ate for the brisket because I was busy or whatever, just like cleaning everything and serving people, but that shit came out bomb as fuck with the smoke ring. Badass fuck. Straight juicy as shit. Oh, Fatima is really good. But yeah, there it is. Smoke ring and everything. Sounds like a spaceship. They're smoking up blood for the fallen ones as of recently. Look at this little blue-eyed motherfucker. I'm gonna take him to a swap meet real quick, see if I can sell him or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I miss shit like this. I think this was like the last year they made it. I used to get these in my first job at AutoZone. They would give them to me. I would jack them. Nobody would really buy them. They would stay on the shelf forever. It's like the first rat ruts I saw. Like the modern style. And the big boom. Alright, so it fucking hatched. A lot of these eggs haven't hatched, and today's the last day, but you know, it's just like a Russian roulette. We don't know which ones are hatching or not. I think a couple more are breaking, so I expect it depends when the egg doesn't rotate right. But let's see if he chills. But all these look pretty fucking chilling. Look at them. They're all lively. I'm just gonna keep them a little bit. They're already eating and everything, but until they're more chill, I'm gonna take them outside. 3 blacks, 5 blondes, and this is the striped one that came out, the only one. But so legend has it that Studebaker pickup trucks never line up. Like the way the Betts sign looks wonky as fuck from factory. So I think that's where the top line should go, so that fucking stamping in the back doesn't really show. But in turn, it comes up short from the bottom. There's a really badass one that's all molded, and the guy explains how he had to extend it and finish that gaps, because just from factory they don't really have the best fitted finish because they're like real industrial or whatever. I think my wheelbase is on point. That's like an inch of play. If I just don't fuck with it, but I gotta look at a bunch of pictures because like this didn't even come mounted on the truck itself, and I'm still like not like banned vehicles look without fucking headlights. I robbed my C50 tow truck because I'm gonna pull the engine on it and a lot of things. I decided to just body swap it. I don't really want to ramp. Mainly because all the fucking tires on that and the rims and the wheelbase and all this bullshit is impossible to maintain in the modern world because of those split ring rims. I'd have to make like custom rims like Bad Chad. I ain't about that shit though. But anyway, it's crazy how much a fucking vehicle changes just putting the headlights back on it. It came with the rings, but one of the rings is like from a Volvo or some shit, but it looks alright. If you really like look closely, that one doesn't belong under. But yeah.